Hi there, Chrissy here. I've just completed a new project that I've been working on for a little while, and I'd like to share it with you. It's a Patchwork Quilted journal that a lady on YouTube, and I'm sure a lot of you will know, Marianne she put up a 9-part tutorial for us and showed us how to make this, so I've given it a try. Mine is a little bit different to Marianne's because, for the simple reason, my old 30-odd-year-old sewing machine doesn't have a darning foot for the freehand quilting, so I did try and get one, but having a bit of difficulty there, so rather than not give it a go at all, I adapted mine and just did the quilting like this, and I'm quite happy with how that's ended up. For the decoration, this was a first for me. I made these little crocheted flowers. I'm not great with crochet, but I followed a tutorial from YouTube and managed to make these ones. Along with the doily, I dunked them into some of these into some colour, just to age them up a little bit and give them more of a look that went with my cover. I made this twisted cord and tassel here, and so I'll show you my book. Now I've gone for the how did Marianne put it, hickledy-pickledy look. If you look at Marianne's, hers is very neat and everything sort of matching, but as she pointed out to us, they're our journals and we can do them how we like, and I kind of like the hickledy-pickledy look, so I've gone with that. It is a junk journal, and although to me it's precious junk, and most of what's in this book I've just had lying around, and there's very little that I've sort of made especially for the book. It was just things that I had around that I'd yeah, just things that were around. So I did put the pocket in the book, Marianne, and that I kind of wish now that I'd made it a little bit not quite as wide, but anyway, that's fine. It holds a lot. Not that I've got a lot in there, but I've just got what have I got in there? Just some little things. A lovely card that someone had given me once. A photo of my husband and I and our grandchildren in this little card that my little grandson gave me at Christmas. This is a typo. I think Michelle from the Paper Addiction often talks about Typo. It's a shop that we have here in Australia, and when you buy something in it, they put it in these wonderful bags. It's almost worth buying something just for the bag. So this is the bag. In here I've just got tucked some little cards that were freebies on the internet. Another old card that I've had in my card drawer for years and years and years. It's a New Zealand fantail. Marianne had lots of stitching and lots of flip-flops and flaps, so I've tried to do that. Old paper that I've stained and baked, and with my stitching, random stitching throughout the book, I've just given it a very rough stitch and left threads because I like that look. This is another old card. It was school, a very old school back in New Zealand that my children used to go to, and then it was pulled down and a new one was built. Just more random paper. These were things that I had printed out for another journal I'd made, so and yes, there's I've printed out something there on the back of it, so I used that anyway and added an envelope and another journaling spot here, and in here I've got some tags with journaling on the back. This was very fun to do because it actually took me a little while to get going with it because I wasn't really certain what I was doing with the inside of the book, I mean, but then once I got going I couldn't stop. So just more things stitched on, places for things to be tucked, and I know a stamp that was on something that was rather a cute stamp. Just a bit of paper with washi tape. Everything's roughly cut. No neatness about it at all. Very random, very higgledy-piggledy. That's just an old bit of packaging. Back of the card. Oh, I missed a page to stamp on it. My doggy paw print. My doggy's very special to me, so the paw prints in the book. More journaling. Just flaps. This was an old piece of something that was left over. It's the collaged serviette, so I just put that in there. That's the other side of the typo package. Put some more tags in there. This was a nice little card that someone had given me once, so I stuck that in. A bit of washi tape. Just random stuff. Old turn down page, envelope with a little card in it. Yeah, total junk, but precious junk. My junk. Maybe junk to other people, but to me it's not. I've stamped most of the pages. Little paper bag. More flips and flaps. Stitching. That's the other side of that card. Just journaling. Made a pocket here, and it's a photo of my husband and our dog on the beach. This was a little file folder that I had made for something else once, and I cut it down to fit and stamped junk on there. Nothing in it. This is something from my grandchildren. She was punching out butterflies from that piece of card, and then she gave me the card, so I've put that in there. And this is more of that collaged serviette, and I've made it into a pocket. Just random things that were lying around in my craft room. These, I cut them out once for something and never used them, so I stamped on the back quotes of the day. I love quotes, so a bit of calico on there. Excuse me. Something I'd made one other time, and a folded envelope, and that was a card that someone had given me at Christmas. Put that in there. More cards that were lying about, and a pass it on tag that my daughter had given to me. Just some paper. Pocket, I made this into a pocket down here. I can't remember how long that's been hanging around the place. That was part of something else that I've made once, and this little tiny tag to write on. This is a envelope here, and in the window I've got the view from my window. It was something else that I'd worked on once, and it didn't work out so well, so I stuck that in there. These are note cards from Prima, I think. Flips and flaps. I stamped on that corner and the stamping didn't work out well, so I've stuck that over top. Stuck that together for a little pocket. That was another beautiful card someone had given me once. From the Cambridge, Fitzwilliam Museum, Cambridge. Just lots of little bits and pieces. Some little bits of designer paper that I've cut out, and a card in there. And that's the back. I've left the threads, I like that look, and this fabric here I had done a treatment on once. I was going to use it in another project, and I think I bleached it and dyed it or something just to give it that really muted look, but I never ended up using it, so I've used that to line and bind my journal. So yes, a very fun thing to do. And Marianne said in her videos that she could almost hug this. It's got such a nice feeling, and I know totally what she means. It feels really nice. Oh, and I sewed the signatures in with the pamphlet stitch there, and that's not perfect by any means, but I'm happy with it, and I'm happy with the whole journal. So once again, thank you very much, Marianne, for taking the time to do this for us. I truly appreciate it, and I had great fun making my journal. And one day, if I get a darning foot for my old machine, maybe I'll have another try with that. But for the meantime, I did it. Thank you very much for commenting and watching, and until next time, bye for now.